Imagine a virtual drawer filled with research notes. Now replace that single drawer with trillions of drawers. Fill each with scientific data, cram in some environmental models, and you have a sense of the Nevada Climate Change Data Portal, a new cyber infrastructure developed as part of the EPSCoR Climate Change Project. Housed at the University of Nevada, Reno, the portal and its 72 terabytes of disk storage is a place for scientists, policymakers, and others to store and manipulate research data.
The data portal is one of the major pieces for the Cyber Infrastructure Group, and the whole goal is that it is a centerpiece for all the major groups with regards to the environmental modeling, the atmospheric modeling, the Transect data sets coming in. So for the Transects, we take the data coming off the sensors, it goes into the data portal, it then goes through quality assurance checks, and then is put out for public viewing so that the scientists can use it as well as the public can view it.
Users access the data portal through web interfaces like this, but the portal isn't limited to scientists.
We want to get to a place where people that aren't associated with the research can say, I want to see if I change the parameters, what might happen. So the policymakers could try some of their own things, whether it be our leaders or just the standard public.
Public access to the web portal allows non-scientists to see for themselves how data is collected and used by scientists to advance our understanding of climate change.
There will be web interfaces so they can, for example, take the state of Nevada and highlight a section of it to find out what kind of rainfall have we had over the last 6 months, what kind of wind speeds have there been over the last 3 weeks, just to see some of the different sensor data. We will also have things like the modeling group at DRI doing some of the atmospheric modeling.
Funding for the web portal is provided by the National Science Foundation as part of the 5-year Tri-State EPSCoR Climate Change Project. Harris says the cyber infrastructure in place today will allow scientists to store data and run models for the next few years.
Waiting to see how fast the data is coming in. The big piece is going to be the long forecast modeling, so that when we have some of the environmental modelers doing projected modeling based upon past, and they change some parameters, that is a lot of data for the future. And so we're having to make some decisions and policy decisions on how much we store, because we could flood up the disk space. All right, so we're in one of the machine rooms on campus, and this is the machine room that houses the data portal. So we have one of the 24 terabyte disk arrays in this rack, the database server and the web server here. These are 4 processor machines with several gig of RAM. And we have network connections through the network pipes behind you to the north end of campus, where we have the other 24 terabyte disk arrays for offsite backups so that we can store the data separately. We also have some compute nodes, which allows us modelers to do compute modeling. Some of the stuff that we'll be seeing from the data portal for the public to be able to do the modeling uses compute nodes similar to these on the north end of campus.
Harris is actively seeking additional grant monies to keep the web portal up and running after the 5-year EPSCoR grant ends. For more information on the data portal, contact Professor Das Kalous at daskalous@cse.unr.edu.